Hi there, welcome to Elm Colors. I'm Erica. On today's weekend whip, we're going to be working on some mermaids. Surprise, surprise. It is Mermay, and this is the month that I focus on all of my fun mermaid books that I have, all the fun mermaid pages that I have, and yeah, basically just everything mermaid. So I'm going to take a sip of my tea here. It's still that same lovely hot cinnamon tea with some almond milk creamer in it. It's just so good. So I have two whips going right now. I have this one, which I added a little bit to. I did like the greenery with some alcohol markers. Nope, water-based markers. And I added a little bit of chalk pastel to the background on top of some water mediums. I don't know if I used Inktense or Neo colors on that background. But in Lululemon books, for some reason, I get like these little spots when I use water mediums. So I was trying to cover that up a little bit. I think I did an okay job at it. So I might work on that. I've also started this one. This is another one that I'm thinking about playing with today. I'm not sure what I'm feeling though. Not sure at all. I'm trying to keep with that dark theme because I did do one page in the dark theme, and then this is going to be my other one in that dark theme. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll talk about that in a second. But I'm trying to. This one's definitely not dark, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that one. I think I'm going to work on this one, and I've got some. I have my Polychromos pencils. We're going to use those for shading. Yes, this is my plan. I did also, I wanted to share those with you. Let me grab those. Okay, so I also had a little mini mermaid spending, just a little haul basically. So I got a few things on Etsy. I got this cool image from Zamfon Zed, which I thought was really neat. Thought this one might work for the dark theme as well, but I've not had like that aha moment yet for this, but I really like it. I got this image from Emily Illustrator, which I thought was really cool. I'm excited to color that one. I got two images from Grazia Salvo. Beautiful, beautiful images. And this is all from the Merfest. Mermaid Merfest. Those images were. This one, I got a couple from Deborah Muller. I got these two portraits here, which I thought were really cute. And I reduced the size down to 5x7 instead of doing the full page, which I think will make those go a little bit faster. But then I also have these guys that are full page, and I think those ones are super cute too. So, and then I got a couple of things to make cards. So I have this sheet of mermaids, which I thought were so cute, and I thought I could use like this background stuff and make like maybe a 3D card or something. That might be something that I do for a Mix It Up Monday video. That's still a work in progress there. And then I got a couple of books because of course I need more mermaid books. Like, I guess I just do. I got this Coco Wyo mermaid book. This one's really beautiful. Some nice, this one's gorgeous. Some nice up close portraits, some full body ones. Just some really, really pretty pages. Like I like pretty much every page in here. Just gorgeous. So I got that one. I also got Mermaid Magic by Selena Fenwick. She has also a book that is, I think it's like 100 mermaid pages. So it's a compilation of like 4 different books. So I would recommend that one. I already had another one of hers. So I was just like, I'm just going to get just a couple more and see how this goes. This one's stunningly beautiful. Like all of her books are. Like it's just so beautiful. Just gorgeous. Yeah, so I got that one by Selena Fenwick. But yeah, definitely check out, if you don't have any of her other artwork, definitely check out that 100 page book. And then I took a chance. I saw this book and I was like, oh, that looks kind of cute. It is very much not. I mean, if you look at it really quickly, the artwork, the faces are really cute. Like if I'm just flipping through, you're like, oh, those are super cute little anime mermaids. They're great. But then you look a little closer and you realize that these are definitely AI generated, because like, look at her hand here. And it's just, and like, look at her arms. It's so upsetting. Like, because the rest of this page looks pretty cool, and then you look at her fingers and you're like, what happened? What? So, I mean, thankfully it wasn't too much, but I was just so angry because the rest of the book looks pretty cute, and then it's just like little bits and pieces are just so screwed up. So yeah, don't get that one. And, you know, I wouldn't mind it if like the AI had been, like if they had fixed it, you know, like they could see that things were screwed up on it, and yet they still decided to publish it that way. It's just frustrating. Okay, so back to this page. Yeah, this one's the one I'm going to play with. I want some other colors. I wanted her to have like black, but also greens on her, what are these called? Tentacles. Geez. So I'm going to mix in a couple of different colors, I think. So I'm going to grab, what is this one? Deep Cobalt Green. That one. And then I'm going to grab the Helio Turquoise and some of the Cobalt Green. Maybe a little bit of this light phthalo green too. Yeah. And then we need some blacks and some grays. So I'm going to grab my Payne's Gray and my black. Yeah, and then we're just going to work on some tentacles, I think. Let me get all these sharpened. Got my pencils all ready to go. I'm going to start by adding a little bit of this light phthalo green to some of the lighter areas, just like right along the edges. Just a little bit. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit too. Hang on a sec. Or hopefully hopefully you can see a little bit better. So yeah, hi everybody. How are you? I hope you are doing well. I am coming to you Friday mid-morning. I have to film this early, and for the rest of the summer I will be having to film a little early. And sometimes in the afternoons probably as well. My son is coming home today from his first year of college. So he will be taking over the basement where I have my desk set up. So he'll be home. I'm excited he's coming home. I think he had a wonderful first year at school. I'm hoping that he is excited to go back and just kind of see where this takes him. He's going to try and get a job this summer. He's going to try to do something around the house so that he's not just sitting, because I know that he does such a better job, like he feels better and everything when he has a schedule. I feel like most of us, you know, when we're kind of without guidelines, at least for me, when I'm without guidelines, I'm just kind of out in the world going, like, flailing around, like, what am I supposed to do now? What do I do next? What do I do? What do I do? And so yeah, I feel like some kind of set schedule will definitely help him. But I feel like he is kind of excited to have a little bit of a break for a while so that he doesn't have to, like, burn out or anything, you know. Okay, that is going to be too dark. I need to find a lighter color. Okay, I have some two color pencils here. Let's see if I have a really light turquoise maybe. Let's grab this one. And these are just pencils I happen to have sitting next to me. I think that'll be okay. Yeah, that's lighter. That turquoise was just a little too dark. This is about the same level of color as the light phthalo green. It's just more blue. So I'm just trying to get a little bit of that kind of spread throughout in here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with the suckers on her tentacles yet. I haven't decided that. But I'll think of something probably. And I don't really know what I'm doing right now either. I'm just kind of adding color wherever I feel like I want a little bit of color. Anyway, so I hope you're having a great weekend. I'm having a good one. Well, a good Friday so far. My back is feeling much better, thankfully. I have started exercising again. Yeah, just feeling pretty good. I have been reading still, so that part is, you know, still kind of taking up a lot of my mental energy. It's not necessarily anything good. It's just something, it's just books, you know? So yeah, I have been reading. I have been doing a little bit of coloring. I did post on Instagram this week. Yay me. I have posted a couple of stories as well. So like I showed the progress of the last page that I posted, and then I also posted the finished version. Nope. Yeah, the finished version of that page, but on stories. But then I did a Star Wars Mermay sketch. It's not a full, like, fully rendered, colored illustration or anything. It's just a nice sketch. But I was proud of it. I really liked the ones that I drew. So I did post that on the stories to share with all of you. I'll definitely, you know, share that at the end of the month too, if you're interested in seeing it here. But yeah. Okay. I'm not sure I like the polychromos on this paper, which is surprising to say. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm not loving that. I'm trying to remember what pencils I've used before on this paper. I know for sure that I've used my Prismacolors, but I'm not sure if that's, you know, my favorite either. I probably need to get out my my lighter grays as well. Yeah, I'm going to try that with some of the darker, grab my Sioux color pencils here and see what I can do. I'm pretty sure that they're going to be fine. So let me grab the black. I know this black is a really dark, it's like super dark, so that's good. Let's see what else. I'm going to grab a nice lighter gray. So let's just do that 125. We'll grab that one. All right, let's see if I add this black, what that does. Yeah, that's darker. How funny is that? That's just weird. Like, I love my polychromos, but they just don't want to work the right way for me on this paper. Okay, I am going to grab one more gray, like a lighter gray. Yeah, so I have a light, a dark, and a mid-tone here. So this is my mid, and I'm just going to blend out that. I think I probably will still use maybe the colors from the polychromos pencils, depending on, you know, what colors they are. So crazy. Like, my Sioux color pencils are fine, you know, they're not, but they're a budget pencil. It's not like they're super high quality pencil here. Okay, I'm going to use this pencil to try to continue the color around here. And then shade kind of out from that. I don't want any harsh lines, but I do want it to look like it's like this is kind of highlighted along this edge. I don't know if that makes sense. All right. And then when I come in with I'll come in also with a white Posca and add like highlights and stuff so it looks like they're, yeah, I think that's going to be good. Okay. Now that I've figured out what I'm doing, we can maybe chat a little bit instead of me focusing so much on the coloring that I'm doing. Okay. So let's see. I released channel news. I released my completed pages video this week on Monday. I cannot believe it's May already. And this is, I know for sure this is a month that always goes by so fast for me. We have a whole bunch of birthdays. You have Mother's Day. You know, school ends. Like, it's like everything happens this month for me. I'm going to add a little bit of this green in here too, just to get that other. I think I want to add some of this dark green. Kind of like that too. Maybe I'll add some of that in here. Because if you look at the inspiration image, there is definitely some good dark, like bluish green colors going on in there. Maybe just adding a little bit of that will bring all those colors in. Yeah, so May is crazy. It's just crazy month. And so I know this is going to fly by, and then, you know, another school year will be over, which is, it's just crazy for me to think that she's going to be done. My baby's going to be done with 6th grade. She's going to be done, and she's moving on, and middle school only gets more complicated, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm ready for it. I don't know if she's ready for it. Oof, it's going to be a tough one. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Cool, cool. Okay, I need to start on this side. I always do that. I always do like a pick a test area, and then I'll go back and start from do the right thing, start from the right and then move to the left. I don't always do that, especially like if I've done a background already. I kind of like the way that this background's looking. I don't feel like I need to add too much to it. I even like the streaks that have been created because it looks like it's water. So when I did the Neo color background, I made sure to always blend it together in the same direction so that I did have those intentional streaking kind of happen. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, I like the background. It's good, I think. But yeah, no, I'm just trying to figure out the rest of this page. And some of the tentacles aren't quite, it's not like completely drawn in. Like there's no end, there's no line here to show you where the edge of the edge of the tentacle is. So I'm kind of just having to make it up on my own. I don't mind doing that. Yeah, okay, so back to channel news, sorry. Released my completed pages from last month. I did not get as many done as I wanted to. I was definitely, more focused on reading than I was on coloring. I was thankful that Shannon over at Color and Craft with Shani Blue had that coloring event. Otherwise, I don't know that I would have gotten my color-alongs done. I tend to work well with, or better at least, with deadlines. And I have found out recently that is like an ADHD kind of symptom. which I didn't realize. Like, I always just thought I was a procrastinator. Like, oh, I'm just, you know, I'm just putting it off. I'm, you know, it's just part of my personality. And then I come to find out that this is maybe why this has happened my entire life, why I'm always feeling like I'm waiting till the last minute to get everything done. It's because that's the way my brain works. Which, you know, figuring this stuff out at 40, I'm almost 45. I'm going to be 45 this month, you guys. Ugh. Anyway, figuring that stuff out at this age, I'm just like, come on. I'm sure that my, you know, instead of berating myself over and over and over again for being lazy or for being whatever I have told myself, I could have just said, this is just the way my brain works. This is how things are going to happen in your head. And it's okay that it does that. But, you know, I didn't know. So instead, I've been yelling at myself over and over and over again for years upon years. That's a little frustrating. Just a little. So, yeah. All right. Just kind of trying to get a little bit more color in these areas. Grab some of this dark blue. Look at all these pencils in my hand. I know I'm not the only one that does that, but I always feel like it's just, it looks like crazy. Looks like I'm a crazy lady when I have that many in my hand. I'm going to use this darker greenish blue color to try to add a little bit more darkness to some of the parts of the tentacle as well. All right, let's try to blend this out a little. I don't want to completely cover the base layer either. Okay, so let's look at tentacles because we didn't really have to mess with them over here. Let's do, if I do it in this light turquoise color, I think that might be okay. And then I can bring this gray kind of down in here. We just have the underside be like a light, really light gray color, maybe. Maybe. I mean, that kind of works, right? I feel like when you look at like the suckers on the tentacles, they have like a darker in the center. Am I crazy? Okay. I am going to bring in my white here too. Just blend things a little bit. I think I went a little overboard with the blending here. Like I didn't need to bring it out quite as much. Because like on this one, I really like that I've left some of that watercolory look. But on here, it just kind of blends all together. So, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. What else is going on? Yeah, really not a whole lot. Like I said, I'm kind of shook that it's already May. I think that's another tentacle back there. I think. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use this color on all of these guys and just hope that it looks okay. I think I can come through again with my paint pen as well and add in some highlights and things, and that'll make it look a little different. I don't know. This is why I avoid coloring octopus anything, because I'm never sure exactly what it's supposed to look like. And I know that this is a fantasy image. I know that there isn't a supposed to look like on this image, but try telling my brain that when it's like, no, that's not right. In the real world, this girl with tentacles for hair wouldn't look like that. Let's see, we're gonna have a couple there. Just a few more. Let me get the rest of this part done. Then it's just gonna help me kind of figure out what's what, I think. let's see, plans for the channel. Sorry. That's like way long time ago, and I'm finally getting back to that. I am planning on, like I mentioned earlier, hopefully doing a Mix It Up Monday where I make a card with some mermaids. I am going to try to do a draw and color on a Mix It Up Monday. We'll see how that goes. I am also going to do each of my weekend whips will be definitely mermaid focus. I'm going to try to stick to the theme that I've picked for each of the weeks. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I am posting a color along over on Instagram. And I am doing each week has a different theme. So this week's theme was dark, or a different theme or aesthetic, I guess maybe might be a better word. This week's aesthetic was dark, and this is my attempt to get that out in the world here. I'm hoping that this is going to look okay for you. Well, for me too. Yeah, this is week 1, and then each week, like I said, will be a different theme, and I'm going to try to do my weekend whips in that theme. So, next weekend should be focused on the Arctic color palette that I have out there, and I have had a request to kind of go over how I would color like a light colored mermaid. So I will do my best on that, and that'll probably get covered in that weekend whip next weekend. So I'll have maybe the rest of the page ready to go, and then we'll just work on the mermaid together or something during that video. Sorry, I'm focusing now. I'm trying to get things shaded. And so some of the times with the mermaids for me, especially like in the ones that are really beautiful images, like this is a beautiful image, I'm not saying that it's not, but like the ones that are really beautiful and look almost lifelike, they get so hard for me to color because I get intimidated that I'm not making it look real enough. And we just had this discussion, you know, it's not like these mermaids are real. They're not out in the world. It's okay that they don't look exactly how you think they should be looking. To just do my best. I'd have to keep reminding myself, just do your best and it'll be all right. And sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But like, especially I'm very intimidated by the Selena Fennick books, even though I keep buying them. I think I only have 2 of her mermaid books right now, but I have many of her other books, and I love them. I love to look at her artwork. I have colored a few of her pages. She was actually one of the artists that I started coloring a long time ago when I first started coloring. She was one of the artists that I found. So I do have some pages done by her from like right when I first got started. But the ones since, I'll look at them and I'll be like, I don't know about that. But I think maybe one of the ways that I'm going to try to get over that a little bit, to get over that hump, is I'm going to try to maybe follow a couple of color alongs from Coloring with Elena, because she does beautiful work, not only with Selena Fennick, but like Marty Noble, and I think she's done a few for Coco Wyo that have just been stunning. And so I'm thinking maybe I'll try to follow a couple of her tutorials to kind of see how she approaches different things. Because it's not necessarily even the mermaid that throws me off. Sometimes it's like just like the scenery around the mermaid, like the water or the beach, or wherever that mermaid happens to be. That's what's really like throwing me off. Okay, I'm gonna try to blend this out a little bit. sure how this is going, but I do know that it's going, so that's better than it not going. All right, get some of this colored in here. That's all lighter. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do these other two little guys here, and then maybe we'll work on, I don't know. I feel like this is boring for you guys. Because it's really, once you see kind of how to do it, it's really just the same repetitive things. So it's just switching back and forth between pencils and adding color, you know, in the highlighted areas a little bit. And this one is trying to blend it out into the base color so that I still retain some of that watercolor effect. All right, one more little section. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to do a color along this month. I thought about maybe doing one in one of my books to finish. So maybe like A Million Magical Creatures, or the one for the for Daydreams that I have pulled out. But I don't know if that's gonna, I don't know. That's just a thought in my head there. It would be really cool, but like I said, I'm not positive on that yet. Because I do already have, you know, both of those images picked out that I want to color in those books. But I don't have anything else prepared right now. I think doing, like I said, doing those Kirby ones last month with having to have that deadline really just, like, it made me get on my game. And it was very helpful. I just want to make sure that the shadows between things are nice and dark. Sometimes adding in blue or like a dark bluish green to the black will help make it darker. So when you layer those colors over top of the black, instead of it being like that, like a warmer black, it'll turn it a little cooler in tone. All right, what do we think? I feel like this could maybe use a little bit more shadow here. I'm going to add some of this green. And if you add too much of a color, you can always try to either blend it out or erase it if you need to. It does not have to stay. You can erase and start again. But I think that I'm going to be able to blend that well enough that it should be fine. It should be. Okay. Yeah, I like those. I'm going to add in the little, I'm going to probably do like a few little highlights here and there. We'll do some up here. And you can add dots in different areas to kind of make the highlight stand out a little bit more. And then I'm going to do it on this part up here. So I'm going to go up this way. Maybe just a little bit there. All right, so those are what the tentacles are going to look like. I think that's pretty cool. It's going to look nice. And this is just one that I just decided that I would try to do for that color palette. Like it's not like a bunch of crazy colors or anything. It's a very limited palette. But I think it's going to look nice once it's all done. And of course, all of these little bubbles around here will have will be outlined and have like little highlights and stuff drawn in there. So yeah, looks nice. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put this aside because I don't want to play with that one anymore right now. What is this? Let's find something in here. I really am focused on trying to get the, stick with that dark color palette, but some of these are just so pretty. There's one in here. This one was, I thought was pretty cool for a dark color palette. But, so, when I look at this, my immediately thought, like, I can color him fine, I can color the boat fine, I can color the skulls, I can color the seaweed. It's this background that's going to drive me nuts because I want it to look, like, perfect, and I know that that's not going to happen without a bunch of shading. And that's frustrating. But I might be able to... No, I don't think I can do it. I was going to say I might be able to pull it off with some watercolors, but I don't think that's going to happen either. But yeah, I like that the fact that this is a male mermaid too. I think that's pretty cool. This one might be one that I come back to, and I'll just kind of keep this one in mind, and then if, you know, if I decide to do some background work on it, then I will. The rest of it is fine. I can do that, no problem. It's just, I know that background is going to be annoying. I really love this front cover, the way that she's colored it with the different colors in the tail and the rim lighting from the light of the sun in the background. I love the water, the way she's done the water. And that's totally something that I could recreate with alcohol markers. I'm very tempted to use alcohol markers on this book and just try to get, like, almost copy the front cover of this, because that page is in here. I don't remember exactly where it is. This one. So I could totally use my alcohol markers and try to recreate some of that. So that's a possibility as well. I don't know. I'm thinking about things. Okay, that is going to be it for me today. I am going to hopefully get some more work done on that lovely mermaid, and you'll be seeing some completed pages of that one here soon on Instagram. I keep seeing more mermaids too. Like, I have a bunch of these cute little books. There's a couple in this one that I really liked. I like the, I really like the Selkie one, which I thought that one was really cute. But I also like this Kraken one. It's so adorable. I don't know if that's weird that I think the Kraken is adorable. And I like the Nessie, even though it's not a mermaid, but yeah. Love this book. This book is so cute. And then up front, there's like all these different, what's this one? No. Up front here, there is some mermaids. Oh, this one too. This one's a good one. That one would be cute. Mermaid. Anyway, there's like mermaids in teacups up here somewhere, which I thought was adorable. So some of those might get colored too, just because they're quick and easy, and I can use like markers on them to make them go really fast. And I haven't colored very many in here. I've only really colored that one and started this other one. So I think that I could get those done pretty quick. I do have some other ones in this book that I really like too, and I've done multiples in this one, and these are all with, you know, either water-based marker or alcohol markers, and I just kind of sat down and colored things really quickly. But yeah, I don't know. I am kind of all over the place again this month, so we'll see how this goes. Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. All right. Until next time, thank you so much for being here today, and I will talk to you later. Bye.